You know what? Zendaya can fucking act.
Hold on to me for dear life.
Malcolm and Marie. Malcolm and Marie is written and directed by Sam Levinson. It stars Zendaya and John David Washington. It is the story of a filmmaker and his girlfriend arriving home from his movie premiere. Tensions arise when Marie tells Malcolm that she's very upset that he did not thank her in his speech. Now we have an hour and 40 minutes of a movie that consists of arguing and monologues and ranting. There was a lot of hype going into this movie. A lot of people were very excited to see Zendaya and John David Washington perform in a film together, and they were excited for the person that wrote and directed it. Sam Levinson is the creator of everyone's favorite show right now, Euphoria. And me personally, I really love Euphoria. I've seen the first season. I haven't seen the 2 special episodes, but I really love the show that I have seen so far. I'm also quite a fan of Zendaya's work, especially on Euphoria, and I also really like John David Washington from BlacKkKlansman and Tenet. So we have someone that is attached to a very, very good show, and 2 performers that have proved themselves to be very good actors. Now the question is, do I like this film? No. I'm sorry, no. Malcolm and Marie really kind of disappointed me in certain ways. Let's start with the positive. So with the positive, we have 2 performances that are very good, with Zendaya knocking it out of the park. She is very, very good in this film. John David Washington also does a pretty good job. I don't think he's as good as Zendaya. I think that in those very quiet parts with him is when I believe him the most. Those parts where he's ranting and yelling a lot is when I'm not fully immersed into his performance. But with Zendaya, that's never the problem. Every time she's quiet, every look she gives to Malcolm, every time she's yelling and she's clearly angry, I fully believe in Zendaya in this performance, and she just proves herself to be good. And the film is very well shot, it's very well edited, lots of great composition and blocking. You know, it's not a incompetent looking film. But when it comes to Sam Levinson's script, is where I start to have more problems. You see, this is a film that feels like there is no real progression. We're thrown in immediately to this couple and what they're about to argue about. If anything, this film should have been a short film. The fact that it's feature length, though, causes it to be very repetitive. The arguments and ranting can only be so captivating for so long. At first, I was like, okay, you know what? This isn't that bad. This is actually pretty good. But then it just keeps going and going with the arguing. Then it starts to feel like Sam Levinson had all these ideas and these thoughts in the pandemic and the quarantine, and he kind of just threw them onto a paper, and he didn't really have any direct goal where this was going. So he kind of just made a movie, and that's really it. And obviously he has a lot to say about the film industry and what it's like to be a black man in the film industry. And to me, that's just a little strange coming from Sam Levinson, since he is a white man. And yeah, Marie, Zendaya's character, has counter arguments to whatever Malcolm says. But still, just the fact that he feels the need to talk about it, even though Levinson himself will never experience what it's like to be a black filmmaker in the film industry, it just comes off very... I just question why it was even a thing. There is one monologue from Zendaya that I found very captivating. It's towards the end of the film, where it's very subdued and she's not yelling and crying. And I fully believe in her pain towards this relationship and just the certain things about Malcolm and the way that he makes her feel, or the way that, just in general, I really enjoy her performance, and I enjoy both of them in the performances. I enjoy their chemistry. They do have good chemistry together. But then again, it comes to a grinding halt with this writing. It just turns into a repetitive, messy, unenjoyable film that did not need to be an hour and 40 minutes. Nevertheless, Malcolm and Marie, everyone seems to either like it or they hate it, or they're just kind of in the middle with it. For me, I'm sorry, this is going to have to be a 2.5 out of 5 stars for me. If you wanted to give it a shot and watch Malcolm and Marie, it is streaming on Netflix. You guys, thank you so much for watching my review of Malcolm and Marie. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. Anyways, again, thank you so much, and yeah, just have a good day.